we've got a new moon this week in Sidereal Aquarius. This week we are going to follow our moon because she's going to be activating some energy for us, and I can't wait to share with you. So stay tuned to hear where the moon is going to be this week, how it's going to be affecting you, and a little bit of insights into Aquarius season. Hey, my friend, Danie C. here, your spiritual healer, helping you find clarity on your spiritual journey. One of my favorite things to do is to help you remember who you are, why you came here, and we do that through the lens of astrology, specifically sidereal astrology. And the reason we do that is so that we can then strip away those ancestral, those generational, those societal belief systems, paradigms, ideas that no longer serve who we are. So we can truly design a life that honors you. My friend, I'm excited to be here once again with you, sharing this sidereal astrology forecast for the week of February 20th through the 26th. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our I was gonna say calendar, our chart for the week. All right, so our moon and sun are currently conjunct in the zodiac sign of Aquarius. Our new moon took place on February 20th, 2023 in Aquarius at about 105, 106, somewhere in there at that time frame. So what we have here is a really beautiful opportunity to innovate, to elevate, and to bring forth something in our life that is beyond what we can even imagine is possible for us right now. You see, Aquarius is an air sign. It's a more of a mental energy. And with that brings this intellect like no other. Aquarius really has this beautiful energy of being innovative. It's the visionary, it's futuristic thinking and ideas. And that is bringing us forward in the collective to really allow ourselves to move and progress. And so we get to use this beautiful time to do just that. So if you are setting intentions for this lunar cycle, my friend, look at it from the perspective of what are you ready to elevate? What are you ready to innovate? What are you ready to progress, right? What are you doing for the collective, right? But first starting with ourselves. What are we doing? As a matter of fact, I was talking to a girl earlier today and at like a networking thing. And one of the things that I was sharing with her, because you know those networking events, right? You tell people what you do, and it's all good. And one of the things I told her was, and this is a belief, and I'm going to stop my share for a second because I got to say this to you. This is my belief. My belief is that the reason why I do the work that I do, the reason why I help people understand who they are and return back to that, return back to their soul essence, is because they're breaking those generational, those ancestral lineages of practices, ideas, beliefs, habits, ways of living that are not serving. And by breaking those patterns, because if you're watching this, if you're into anything, if you're into astrology or any of the spiritual stuff, like you're here for a reason. Like this video, if you're watching this video called you for a reason, because we are the breakers of those generational curses, of those generational patterns. We are the ones. We came to this time and place. I strongly believe that we are here. Astrology has always been in my field, and it wasn't until about 5-6 years ago where I actually stepped into it and said, okay, like this is why I am here. And I accepted that because I can see how doing this work by looking at ourselves, by healing those old patterns, we are breaking those curses. We are breaking those patterns, and we are setting our family, our lineages, the people that we are influencing on a new trajectory. And that, my friend, is how we are going to change this world. That is how we are going to up level, right? The new earth, right? We are going to up level who we are and how we do things. But in order for us to do that, we've got to come back to who we are. We've got to come back to our soul's essence. And so this is why we learn about astrology. This is why we learn about ourselves and how things are affecting us. And we heal those wounds, we heal those traumas, we heal those past lives. We free our souls so that we can step into the new way of being that is truly, truly authentic for ourselves. All right, I'm gonna get off my soapbox for a second here because I don't know, I was being called. Maybe it's this Aquarius sun. All right, my friends. So we do begin with that new moon in Aquarius on Monday. And we do see it was in 6 degrees. It actually took place in 6 degrees. So we see Aquarius for the next couple of days. So on Monday and Tuesday, we have Aquarius energy, and even a little bit into the beginnings, like all the way to the end of the day. And then we start in Pisces on Wednesday. So Wednesday, we will be in the energy of Pisces. But I want you to notice here, right? So we're identifying our moon right here. Actually didn't do that in the beginning. Right here, we have our sun and our moon. And if you don't know what any of this means, my friend, don't worry. The more and more that you watch these videos, so make sure that you subscribe to the channel, that you turn on notifications so you know when a new video comes out. The more and more you look at these charts and you start to understand just even viewing it, like this is coming into your subconscious mind. And so the more and more you see these symbols, the more and more you see these charts, it will start to sink in, right? And you'll start to recognize things, and you'll start to recognize the patterns that happen every single month. It's beautiful. So we have our sun here, which is the circle with the dot. And then as you can see here, it's a crescent moon. That is a symbol for the moon in astrology. Okay, so we can see the moon was here, right here, hanging out with our sun. And now it's going to move through these guys, which is Neptune, Venus, Jupiter, and Chiron. And these guys, these Jupiter and Chiron have been hanging out together for a bit, which really impacted this new moon that we were having, especially with the sun and Saturn conjunction. But we really see the moon moving through these guys, and it's going to be activating this energy. So on Tuesday here, we see that the moon is really close to Neptune. So really pay attention to those dreams that you're having. There may even be a little bit of fogginess here. There may be some confusion here, whether it's with your emotions. It could even be some of the things that you're thinking of doing. There could be a little bit confusion. It's not quite clear. Neptune can definitely do that. There could be some addictions coming up, or some behaviors or patterns coming up as well with this energy of Neptune. And then the moon will then cross over and will come across Venus. And Venus is love, beauty, money. It's our values. It's a very creative energy. And so and it's currently in Pisces, which Pisces is all the dreaminess. So my friends, if you are in the dating scene, be very, very careful about who and how you're dating or what you're dating right now, because it might not all be clear, especially with Pisces. We can view everything right now with rose-colored glasses, and this is coming from like our heart. And so we want to be really careful. There could be really good emotional connections happening right now, especially if you are in a committed relationship or in a long-term relationship right now. You could see like some emotional bonding getting even stronger. You might even see a little bit of some playfulness here, which is really fun. However, just be really, if you are in the dating scene, just be really careful of that. Or wanting to put somebody on a pedestal, this is also a time where that tends to happen. So just be mindful of that. And then moving into Wednesday, as well as Thursday, we're going to see our moon moving through Jupiter and Chiron. So it's going to be conjunct overnight kind of Wednesday, like late Wednesday into Thursday. And so with Jupiter, Jupiter expands everything. So the emotional highs, right? The really high highs, or the really low lows, depending on where you are at emotionally, and bringing in some of those wounds. So you may even see some of those wounds being brought to the forefront, and they might be more, you might feel them a little bit more or be triggered by them a little bit more during this period. So this would be Wednesday, kind of Thursday energy. And then finally the moon will move out of there. But during Pisces, let me tell you a little bit about when the moon is in Pisces. In general, Pisces, it is a water sign. So there's tends to be more emotional energy. We may be more in tune with our emotions. Now, Pisces is the most spiritual sign of all the zodiac signs. And so it is really connected to the divine, connected to the universe, to, you know, the dimensions beyond this, right? And so it really is ready to, it's kind of like the end of the 3D and moving into the next. And so because of that, this is a really beautiful time to connect to your spiritual practices, connect with, you know, the divine, with God, with creator, universe, divine, whatever it is you believe. It's a really good time for you to connect in with that. Water energy is also a really good time to take a break, to relax, to chill out, to do some self-care, because when we want to feel I did say the right word. I was thinking fuel and fill at the same time. We want to fill our tank as much as we can during this water energy so that we are fully ready to go when we hit our fire energy, because our fire energy is like, bam, it's taking off. It's ready for us to like move forward. And with Aries, more so than ever. Aries is the beginning of the zodiac sign, where Pisces is the end of the zodiac sign. So it's starting a new cycle. So Pisces into Aries begins the new cycle. Now, of course, we're in a new lunar cycle, right? Because we just had our new moon in Aquarius, which is starting that cycle. But within the cycle, there's a cycle. So Aries is the starter energy. So if you have been wanting to, oh wait, before I move into Aries really quick, creativity, and being reminded to say this to you, creativity, creation, art, any type of like being in that flow energy is really, really beautiful during Pisces. Okay, let's move on to Aries. Aries is a fire energy. And so it is the action oriented type energy where it's like, let's go, let's do this. It is the starter. So if you've been wanting to start something, get something going, maybe you've been putting something off and procrastinating, Aries is a really good time to get going with it. It's really like, let's jump on top of this. Let's go after this. Let's do this. And so Aries, over those couple of days here, which will be Friday and Saturday, we see the moon there conjunct the North Node, and then it will be conjunct Uranus. So that particular day, which is Saturday, and it's actually going to be Friday night into Saturday, actually more so early morning Saturday. We'll see this energy. Neptune's kind of very rebellious. It's going to do its own thing. And so being connected with the moon and Aries, it just be like, I don't care. I don't care what you're gonna do. Right. It could be very much like I could see some conflicts potentially happening here. So just be mindful of that. There could be some energy, some frustration, some like Coke bottle explosions happening, because it's like, I don't care what you're doing. I'm going to do my own thing. And when that's not, I mean, that could be healthy and it could not be healthy. So it depends on where you're at with that. But this is a really beautiful time to get things going and to get things started. And then on Sunday, we will move into Taurus, which Taurus is an earth sign. So that very fiery, action-oriented, amped up type energy is going to calm down. It's going to slow down. So my fire and earth friends, you're probably going to love this weekend energy. And then Sunday, it's like, what happened? What happened? Why, where'd it go? And my earth and water energy, you're going to love Sunday because it's going to chill back down. There'll be a lot of emotional highs potentially over like Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, it's like taking a break. Use that day as a rest day, as a chill day. Taurus really loves its comforts, really loves to just be comfortable and to like take a break because we've gone in, right? We've gone full throttle in that Aries energy and it just wants to chill out a little bit. Take some comfort in that, but it also is an energy of connecting to earth. It is a tangible energy, connecting in with our senses. Really good time to like take a bath, to go outside and ground, to be in nature. Really beautiful. If your weather's great, go do that if you can. But just connect with the material world. Really good opportunity for that. All right, that is where our moon will be for the rest of this week. It's a really beautiful time for us to really just, yeah, kind of take a break and move into this new lunar cycle. Remember that this is the beginning stages of the lunar cycle. And so these past few days, beginning with the new moon into the week, it really is about really clarifying what that intention is and getting started. And I can tell you by the end of this week, come Thursday, maybe even on Friday, you may start to feel like, and especially with that Pisces energy, maybe even on Wednesday, Thursday, you might feel like giving up on your intention. My friend, don't give up on your intention. Keep going. Like, do some work to write out why you're frustrated or why this is challenging or why you want to give up, and take the next smallest step forward towards the action of your manifestation. All right, my friend, that wraps us up for this week's Sidereal Astrology forecast. I'll be back with a new video next week, talking all about where our moon's going to be for the new week. As always, my friend, have a fantastic rest of your day. And remember, close your eyes and take a deep breath and find